Hi guys, Dustin here with another Star Trek, the official Starships collection from Eagle Moss Videos. Eagle Moss Collection, sorry. Today we are taking a look at the Cardassian Hideki class starship. Launched in the 24th century with a length of 85.78 meters and a max speed of warp 9. Already got the ship open, but we'll take a look at this and get around to it. Operated by the Cardassian Union. 30 crew members and 4 spiral wave disruptors and 1.5 disruptor cannon for weaponry. And stand assembly, well, you already understand that. And it was actually pretty tight for it to be on there. These are actually primary patrol ships, but they were used as attack fighters in the Dominion Wars. They actually zealously guard their borders and use fast, highly maneuverable Hideki-class ships to intercept any intruders who enter their territory. As well as defending their space, Hideki-class ships were deployed squadrons alongside large Galore-class warships in battle engagements. They are actually powered by gas diffusion antimatter engines, and it was likely that the Hideki class utilized similar technologies. Imagine meeting one of these things. These ships are much smaller than the Galore class warship. They share many of the same design features, including the pincer-shaped tail section and the delta wing structure. For their size, the Hideki class ships packed a powerful punch, as they were armed at least 4 forward-facing spiral wave disruptors, 1 aft disruptor wave cannon. Their defense were less effective, but a single hit from a torpedo was enough to completely obliterate them. In 2373, attack squadrons of Hideki class ships took part of the Cardassian Dominion offensive that won them control of Deep Space Nine. In the data feed, the Gulivek was a Cardassian officer in the Fourth Order. He was the commander of the Petar, a Galore-class vessel that pursued Chakotay Marquis Raider into the Badlands in 2371. Ivek was in command of a Hideki-class vessel that intercepted a runabout being piloted by Chief Miles O'Brien. Ivek then arrested O'Brien on fabricated charges that he supplied weapons to the Marquis before taking him to Cardassia for trial. Here's the plan views. Cardassians actually use a chemical-based energy source known as the dolomide to power their weapons. The Valerians supplied the Cardassians with weapons-grade dolomide during the occupation of Bajor. It is suspected they continued to do so after the Cardassians withdrew from Bajor. And the name reveal for the Hideki class first appeared in Deep Space Nine episode Prophet and Lost, but was not named until the episode Tribunal. And the Star Trek writers actually named the Hideki class after the Japanese physicist Yukawa Hideki. He was the first scientist to postulate the existence of the subatomic pion and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1949. In 1955, he joined other leading scientists in calling for nuclear disarmament. So, that's enough little facts about that. Well, here's deck plans. They actually have the delta wing, main big piece right here. You also have disruptors here, and also another one up here. bridge is always up front. You have a heat exchange vent that goes along the middle. The warp core, I believe, is in the center. And the sensor arrays on the sides. You also have a disruptor wave cannon in the back for aft attacks. Design in this ship, it turns out a ship that everyone has forgotten, but it's not surprising. It's almost 20 years since it made its debut. Everyone they've asked, from the art department to the visual effects team, puzzled scratched their heads. What do we know? Well, it makes debut toward the end of Deep Space Nine's second season, the episode Profit and Loss. According to the internet, as we all know, we never don't believe what you see on the internet. I'm not sure why they said what it said according to the internet. It was actually designed by Rick Sternbach, but they confirmed that's not true. See, that's the reason why you cannot believe in the internet. The point of the series, most concept art for Deep Space Nine was done by Jim Martin. Now, Hideki was a new Cardassian ship that first appeared in Deep Space Nine, but the origins are sometimes a mystery. Here's a concept drawing for the ship, which will later be dubbed as the Hideki class. We continue on from here. Now, he also got the internet saying that the model was designed by visual effects supervisor David Stipes. A quick email to him proved that this is not the case, and this is what Stipes said. The internet is wrong. It was a union show. There was no way I could have built it. See, that's why you cannot trust the internet. You can't believe in the internet. Can't believe what they say, no matter what kind of rumors there are. Now, a lot of people kept saying, Leonard Nimoy, before his death last year, there was a few death rumors about him, and those weren't true. But that's not only until last year when he unexpectedly passed away. This is actually the original model that was certainly built by Tony Meneger's Brazil Fabrications. And here's a huge biography page, well, section for production illustrator Jim Martin. Now, I've never seen anything like this, but this looks cool. 3 years with Deep Space Nine, Jim Martin helped define the look of a show and design for sets, props, and ships. Some of the most rewarding work came from designing sets. This one's the promenade for Deep Space Nine. The first ship that he designed on his own was actually a Bajoran Raider. Deep Space Nine is actually visited by numerous aliens, and a regular staple of Martin's work come up with design concept for their weapons. The illustrator shows this idea for a phaser rifle for the Cardassians. It's a well-respected production illustrator, but he started his career at Star Trek Deep Space Nine as a PA. Being a PA is actually first job for many people who go and make careers for movie business, but fortunately for him, production designer Herman Zimmerman gave him the chance to learn the ropes as illustrator. Here's some more. This is actually the very same concept as the Hideki class ship that made regular appearances to the show. He's been with the show for a year when he has fleshed out the interior of a runabout, which is actually this. Second season already. His work involves coming up with additional set designs per place the audience already seen, such as Durock's tailor shop on the promenade. On screen, the first appearance was Profit and Loss. A badly damaged Hideki class ship approaches Deep Space Nine, and Commander Sisko has it tracked her to a dock and bay. The occupants turn out to be Professor Nanama Lang, a Cardassian woman suspected of terrorism on Cardassia. And again for tacking into the wind. And here was a little weird fact. During the filming of Profit and Loss, there was an earthquake that struck during the filming. While Armin Zimmerman and Mary Crosby were in full alien makeup. They went home immediately, checking on their families, which actually scared quite a few members of the public with their bizarre appearance. Because you got some people outside people that are not fans of Star Trek, they don't know what it is until you see actors coming out looking like a different alien race. Okay. So, in the next issue, we're actually going to take a look at the Vulcan Serac class. We're going to actually take a look at in-depth profile. Vulcan science vessel and combat cruiser was operated in 22nd century. How it was designed, how the CG version was created. Alright, my battery is dying, so I'm going to make this very, very quick before it dies. Now, trying to get this off is difficult because it actually has a lot of friction with the delta wings. You actually have the warp core here and the heat arrays. I actually like little pincer claws here because Cardassians are trying to base it off of the Egyptian logos. And this is actually one of them. They actually have the bridge here, which is barely visible. It looks like they just put in one big mold and tried to paint the very same color. The underside, it looks flat for the underside. You actually got more of this under here. Love the touch of the yellow, but from a comment from a YouTuber says that the Galore class was actually the yellow was actually a little much darker. I believe they did went back and actually try to correct it. Here's a Galore, and alright, let me show you something. Here's a Galore class starship right here off to the side. Hold on a second. This is actually the Galore class. It looks like it's like much of a sand brown kind of color. Well, I believe they kind of went back and they listened to their subscribers. And actually went back and redid the colors. And actually made it to a improved improved color for the Cardassian ships instead of the basically what it looks like a light brown sand kind of color. So now we actually have two vessels along with our Cardassians. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. If you like this video, leave a like. I always appreciate likes. Give it a thumbs up because any likes will help help this. Also, tomorrow I will do more video reviews. Actually, I'm going to do an update video tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow. Anyway, my name is Dustin, and I will see you later.